is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
Bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
Coast to coast ballin', call your friends, the weekend's coming. I'm about to give you the rock. Now, boy, give me one for the money, you the one for the night. You know you one in a million if you the one that I like. You got a lot of glad I knew you. I brought a ruler. I'ma use it, play the music louder. I gotta do it now. I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down now. Come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
Another notch and make it, drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby. Who's on, baby?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Colts going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. There's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a catch made by Kenny Brent. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The play clock's running down. The play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Following the interception, Winston. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On second down, Winston again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Little motion now from the tight end. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Jared Odrick is fast becoming one of the best anchor defensive ends in the NFL.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Alteron Werner with the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Third down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Slot man moves right. Jameis now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. It's caught. Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. 17 yards to pick up there.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
2nd and just 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Gun now on 3rd down. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The Colts send out their punter. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jags a 1st down. They'll go on the ground. Room here to run. Cut back, left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Block it in motion right.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Wait, 50. Watch the win.
2nd down, Winston. Finding time. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way way down inside the 20-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dwayne Allen from 3 yards out. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the twist.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Jameis on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. First down, Winston. It's complete to Lockett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Play action now, Winston. He's got time in the pocket. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Play fake. Winston. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. In this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw now on the final play. Try to lay one up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down throw for Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And it's up and good. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to find Dorsett. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 70 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender is bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A strong running. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds Kenny Britt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kelvin Benjamin, 31 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. Now for the point after.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
On 3rd down, Winston. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about...
He's got a man complete. Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kelvin Benjamin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And on 2nd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited. Because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football. Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Let's go now. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The option can be so difficult to defend, and that is now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Into the fourth quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge, similar to a great hitter. Seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone, the ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open, and he's envisioning a goal line.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come. Out to the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One receiver left, three to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt,
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
10 yards to go on third, and on the outside they're playing press coverage. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 1st and 10, Winston. To the left side here for Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to loot. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Uses this, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
And tough starting field position here. Winston here to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And a cut to the side. And nothing but daylight ahead. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Colts pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.